Thank you so much for joining us today, my little pumpkin spice on a snowflakey rake. Just in time for Hallows Eve.
Word, thank you. I like that.
So we realise you don't have a lot of time, so we'll get right down into the nitty-gritty. Your best friend alleged that your relationship with your boyfriend, your most recent boyfriend and first love, is a bit...
It is, yes.
Yeah.
I was 19, he was 18.
Oh, really? As you know, you're here to speak of your affiliations with the Diddler. Yeah. So, is it true that you and your boyfriend were lured to Diddy's mansion long ago?
Now looking back, it's like, whoa, we were teens. Like, what the hell?
So, right, so your experiences at the Diddy parties, what would be, if you could, looking back on it, what would you tell little young Spice?
Well, I wouldn't recommend, like, just snooping around.
Right.
If you're not from there, especially if you're not meeting up with people that is from there.
All in all, how do you feel about the Diddler mansion?
One of my favorite places in the world.
Oh.
But I miss it a lot.
What exactly did you miss? All of the various choices of the different partygoers, party favors?
Just only that, really.
As for R. Kelly, as it seems as though he's been the catalyst for all of this has been R. Kelly. Have you ever been to an R. Kelly concert?
It was actually my first concert I ever been to. And yeah, I was probably like 9, 10, or something like that, yeah.
Well, you were rather young. Did you feel scared at all?
It was mad deep. Like, we was mad far back in the crowd.
And so, it was further rumored by your best friend that you were even taken to the back of the concerts to meet the infamous R. Kelly himself. Would you say that you felt a bit sold by your mother as the other girls?
It'd be like that.
Fast forward to Diddy's most recent arrest. It's been brought to our attention that he has contacted you first. When you arrived at the meeting at the Diddler's mansion to speak with him before his arrest, what was that? Tell us what that felt like.
The best. Because honestly, when I came out, the energy was crazy.
So, back at the Diddy mansion, the parties. Tell us what that felt like when you walked into those bedrooms.
Like, the way they just had their cameras up the whole time.
And so, as the parties progressed, you stated that you felt like things seemed to have changed. It went from you and Diddy to you and Diddy and a couple of friends.
Like, I was just like, whoa. If anything, it would just be like a couple.
Any particular reason why you didn't stay at the party, the most recent party, last time?
Yeah, I had to come do this, so.
What made you feel safe about the attendants that were with you, that were chosen to be with you at the party?
Really great, and they were handpicked, they're special.
So it seems as though you've only gone to a couple of parties, and you say you loved it, you missed it. Why did you stop?
I squeezed it in a little bit before joining Doja for the Scarlet Tour, and then a little bit after, and then yeah, I was out. Moving around, you know, I was living in Miami a little bit for some time.
Are there any other details that you could possibly bring to the table about the party-going interactions?
So much has happened, like, yeah, like, so much. I could sit here for hours.
Right before he's arrested, you said that Diddy's called you, he's reached out to you. Tell us about that conversation.
The day before, and I'm like, yo, you still coming through? And he was like, what time? And I'm like, you know, thankfully yesterday was my latest set out of the whole tour so far, and so he was able to make it.
So you're all down to meet him, plans were all together, and so when you found out, so it seems like the entire time you're talking to Diddy, you've only had a few, you know, you've had some sabbatical breaks throughout the parties, you're busy on tour, you don't know what's going on, your head's in the sand, under a rock, and at what moment did you find out that this is serious, and that he was probably not going to make your tour?
And I said that, I was like, I thought she was coming, but based off your Instagram story, it looked like you not.
What makes you stay on Diddy's side?
I just feel like it's just the safest way to be.